All right, people. All right. Again, welcome again to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much for joining me. And tonight, as you know, as slated, I have a very interesting interview with none other than STATHS captain, St. Andrew technical captain, Alex Alexavier Gooden. This is going to be an interesting one, people. So definitely, I would really appreciate it if you guys most definitely hit that like button and be very much attentive, because this one is quite important. The reason for this video is for so long we have been seeing many of our stars, or Dakasa Cup or Manning Cup stars, just fade away in thin air like that, and we haven't seen or heard anything from them again. So it's important that we keep track of these players and know what these players are up to and just understand what is happening. So without further ado, people, let me see if I can bring him on to the forefront so you guys can see or guess and hear what he has to say on this one. Welcome, Alexavier Gooden. How are you doing, my brother?
Everything alright, MG.
All right. So recently we're gonna start from fresh. There's a lot of people in the comment section already. We're gonna start from fresh. So, how old are you? That's a vital question, because a lot of persons are always asking, how old are you? They're saying you're 15, they're saying you're 16, they're saying you're 17. Let's start from there. How old are you?
16. 16 years old, MG.
Okay. Which month do you turn 16?
August 28.
Okay. Lovely. Let's start off by getting to the more serious matters, because just getting that out of the way, because as I said, a lot of people are asking that question. How are you doing, first of all? How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great, MG.
Doing great. You have just completed, I would say, in my point of view, a successful schoolboy season, going to the finals of the of the Manning Cup. Fortunately, didn't really get what you wanted from the Champions Cup as well, but that is a part of football. How would you evaluate your season, or your team season first, then your season?
Overall, from a team, it was great, but for me, I have an amazing season.
Amazing season. Would you say that this was your breakout season?
Yes.
So, how significant it is to have your breakout season in your first season of Manning Cup?
MG is not my first season.
Not the first season? Whoa! This is your second season?
Yes.
Oh, second season. Oh, lovely. Who was starting ahead of you last season?
Nobody.
You were the starter. You were the main centre back last season again.
Yeah.
Before. Wow, that's really impressive, because maybe that's very impressive, you know. At that point in time, you were what, 15 years old.
Yes.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's really interesting. I have to say. Now, how much work did you guys put in the training session leading up to this season?
A whole lot of running and hard work.
Would you say that all that training that you guys really put in the summer leading up to the start of the season is the reason why you guys were so fit and ready for that for the season?
Yes.
Now, I want to ask you about the coach himself. What are your thoughts on your coach, Philip Williams? Because he's been doing a great job at STATHS. I want to think, what's your thoughts on him?
He's a very good coach. He main focus on fitness though.
Main focus is fitness. Well, yeah. I once said that you guys were one of the fittest team in schoolboy football. A lot of people deny, but I'm saying it's what I saw and how you guys maintain the intensity right through the game, right through the 90 minutes of the game. Now, question I want to ask is this: in regards to, I know you said that you think that you had an amazing season. I know that in regards to the Manning Cup, it was quite disappointing how the Manning Cup ended for you guys. What you think about that? The ending of the Manning Cup for you guys.
Ending. For me, it wasn't the ending that we want, but we just have to go there. We just go there and just do our best, like our coach tell us to do.
All right, well said, well said. So these I'm going to get into the main questions that I had written down here. When did you first realize that football is your thing?
I don't really know. Don't know. Let me see. In time we just started calls.
You just started calls. What age you started playing?
Oh, no. A long before that, no. In Pepsi.
Pepsi. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. What age did you start playing football in general?
About 4.
4. Did you transition to any academy or any clubs?
No.
So just strictly school football and yard, play little football a yard, and that's how you develop. That's how you were developed.
Yeah, and then after that, in time I grew up, because younger, older, I'm to say. Sorry, I go Duane Park, and then just get the Cavaliers after.
Oh, you went to Duane Park. How long were you at Duane Park for?
About 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I turned 12 years old, the Cavaliers.
So you're at Cavaliers from you were 12 years old.
Yeah.
So how was time at Cavaliers for you?
Was good, cause like for the first 2 weeks, Fly Out and go Cayman and Jabba at the finals 1% beat 3-2.
Fly Out and went to Cayman.
Yeah.
That was a good what was that experience for you?
It was a very good experience.
Also you fly out with Cavaliers, right?
Yeah.
And you played some matches with Cavaliers. What happened in that was the tournament?
Yes.
And how the tournament ended for you guys?
Same result like in the Manning Cup, lose the finals.
Oh, heartbreaker, eh? So that means you're tough enough, man. You've been through really tough times for a while now. Would you say that when you joined Cavaliers, you became a better player at such a young age?
Yeah, definitely.
Who was the coach when you were at Cavaliers, and who is the coach that you really thought impact your development?
Honestly, of course was Coach Everdeen, but I didn't play centre back at Cavaliers, honestly.
Where did you play?
Attacking midfield and forward.
Attacking midfield and forward. No, this is new. People in the comment section, please do smash the like button. We have with us Mr. Gooden from STATHS number 4. And we just got some new information that he didn't play centre back. Attacking midfield and forward. Were you a lethal goal scorer?
Yeah.
So how long? We went to Cavaliers at 12 years old. How long were you an attacking midfielder and forward?
About 2 years, and then got STATHS to play Pepsi, and then turn in a D mid, and then play centre back and right back.
Centre back and right back. So you move from striker to centre back. No, from striker to attacking midfield. Well, striker and attacking midfield to centre back and right back. No, the question that I want to ask is, this is the question I want to ask you. So throughout that journey, which one of those positions you think you love? I want to structure it. Or which one of those positions you say that you love the most?
Centre back.
Centre back.
Forward is good, you know.
Yeah.
But centre back.
Forward is good, but centre back. Why? Why?
No, enough of that much running like a forward.
Enough of that?
As much running like a forward, do.
So you like to marshal the game rather than running and not touching the ball.
Yeah.
So okay, so you know the interesting thing is, because I see you as one of the the pacey defenders. One of the defenders with a lot of pace. Would you say that that's from where you were as a striker? That's how you have gotten that pace.
Yes.
Question: did you score a lot of goals? Or you weren't a prolific goal scorer as a striker?
No, really score a lot of goals, but I score goals.
Maybe that's why when they started playing Pepsi, they said, you know what? Maybe they were more prolific strikers at Pepsi. So they said, no, let's play him at centre back. All right. So when you made the transition to centre back, and I assume that you were sitting well. What was your journey through Pepsi?
Journey to Pepsi was good. We just got our quarterfinals because we draw the match against JC 2-all, and then we did for win. JC did for lose. It's no man, and them never turn out as planned.
So I would say throughout the entire schoolboy career so far, JC has always been a team in front of you guys. Right? It's just coincidental that your guys are always facing JC. But yeah. I did saw the semi-finals of the Colts when you guys defeated JC. I think it was 1-0.
Yeah.
I think it was 1-0. 3-0. Yeah, I was at that game, and I was very much at that game where you guys really turned up the afterburner. But I don't want to jump so far. Now, at Cavaliers, you said you started Cavaliers at 12 years old. What do you think about your footballing career at Cavaliers? How would you say that has been for you so far?
Very good.
And what when you were at Cavaliers, you went to Cavaliers as a striker, attacking midfield, right? And when you started playing Pepsi and they adjust you to a centre back, did that really conflict to what was happening with you and Cavaliers and Pepsi at STATHS?
No, at Cavaliers I still play forward. But at STATHS I play D-mid and centre back.
Oh, so question now: are you still playing forward at Cavaliers?
No. Sometimes at Cavaliers right now, centre back or right wing back.
Centre back or right wing back. Okay. Understand. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I know that the coaches at Cavaliers they're quite intricate in how they approach the football. That's one to look at. Now, when you guys played Pepsi last season, I watched you guys last season throw the Pepsi, and most of the squad that you have right now in the Manning Cup are the same players that were in Pepsi. I think maybe Shaka was one of the players who were added to the Manning Cup squad. How many players were added to this Manning Cup squad that weren't a part of the Pepsi squad, the Cold squad last season?
Shaka. Shaka alone.
Just Shaka alone?
Yeah.
So basically the same Cold squad that you guys played it last season is playing the Manning Cup right now with just the addition of Sheikh and Satchwell.
Yeah.
No, I would say that that journey would have been quite good, because that means that team that you guys have right now would be the same team that will be participating next season in the Manning Cup, right?
Yes.
So what's the expectation for next season?
Next season, definitely winning the Manning Cup.
Definitely. Definitely. Love the confidence. Really love the confidence. And I definitely wish you guys all the best, because I really thought that you guys played extremely well in the final. Now, I saw you how much goal did you score? Because I watched a few of I've seen all the games that you played prior to the semi-finals going forward. You have scored a few goals. I didn't went to all of the games. How much goals did you score throughout this season, and did you register any assists?
No, I don't register any assists. I scored 6 goals this season.
6 goals. I'm sure about 3 or 2 headers. I think I'm sure about 2 headers. How much did you score other than those 2 headers? How much headers did you score? How much by your feet?
None by feet.
All by Edda. So, that's interesting. Because you have a very high leap. That game that I watch against Tarrant, when you squeeze that one in at front post and the keeper, a high jump. I think I did repost that goal on my Instagram as well. It was really a good goal. And what I say now, I know that you're still in the essence of understanding what is happening, because you guys are young. This is your second season playing Manning Cup. So I'm expecting that next season should be a bright season. Now, quite a few of you guys have been called up to the national trials, or camp, I would say. How has that experience been for you so far?
A very good experience.
And in regards to the quality players that are coming in, do you believe that the quality that we have right now is something special and something that we can definitely get something from it, from this campaign coming up?
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. When you guys won the under 16, the Colts, I was at that game at the finals. It was an emotional game because of the situation with Omar Leng. Very emotional game for you guys. You guys play KC in the final. Very interesting. That's one of the games that I see you stood out the most, actually, in the final. What was the feeling at that point? And was that your first trophy that you guys that you have lifted?
Yes.
First trophy. And what was the feeling at that point in time?
A very good feeling.
A very good feeling. You want to replicate that feeling, right?
Yes.
I know this for sure is a question that most players don't really like answering this question. If you don't want to answer it, no problem. When you're watching the Manning Cup, the Olivier Shield final, do you feel that do you get the sense that I should be there? Do you get that feeling that I should be there playing in that game?
Yeah. It come to mind, eh?
I think most definitely that it would have came to mind. There's a lot of people in the comment section, so what I'm gonna do, I'll check to see. Grabati said, come on Grabati, man. Dante said, yeah man, he was a killer in attacking as an attacking player. It sounds like Dante knew from playing in the attacking position. So that's interesting. So as I said, people, please do smash the like button whilst you're here. We're speaking with Alexavier Gooden, the centre back for STATHS, captain as well. No, are you one of the youngest team in the player? In the squad? Are you one of the youngest player in the squad? I should say.
No.
No. As a leader for the team, how is that role for you? What have you learned as the leader, as playing that role throughout the season?
Learn to always motivating my team to do their best. And can't recall anything right now.
No problem. Take your time, man. No, other than that, another question I want to ask you. I was speaking with you prior to now. How is it that you balance football and school? How do you balance that? How do you keep that balance?
I'll keep that balance. And like we got training.
How you manage training and also school car? No, if it was me know in a school I saw me a buck. So how you balance that? You say ham. I would definitely expect it to happen. For sure. That's actually a part of how things are sometimes. But how do you manage to keep motivated, going to school and also and then still going to training? How you keep yourself? What do you do? What do you do to pass time? What and those things?
Well, it's hard, Well, mother kind of motivate me. She can have like a schedule and do like in time for.
Also, she have a schedule. She set a schedule for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like when it's homework time. When it's homework time. When it's training time.
And some bedtime and so can get more rest.
Okay. Well, that's good. Your background. What is your background like? And who's the motivator in your life?
My mom.
And what would be one of your biggest joy in your time playing schoolboy football before you finish playing schoolboy football?
Winning all three.
Olivia Shield, Manning Cup, and Champions Cup.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I know that lifting that Manning Cup title would have definitely put some joy on your face. How much season of Manning Cup do you have left?
I think 2 more.
2 more?
Yeah.
Ooh, 2 more. That's quite a lot, you know. That means you'd have played 4 seasons of Manning Cup. What do you envision yourself doing after schoolboy football?
Maybe go overseas.
Think about going pro? Are you not really looking at that?
Well, most ballers right now would like to go pro.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You think that being a part of Cavaliers can assist you you further your development in regards to football? Because I know transitioning to the Premier League is quite difficult. It's not the easiest route. But do you think that already having an attachment to Cavaliers means that you'll be playing some semi-pro football in the Jamaica Premier League even after schoolboy football? You think that would definitely help you to progress further?
Yeah, most likely.
And I know that Cavaliers is a team that love youth player. They love the fact of bringing youth players through the ranks. Do you see yourself maybe a year from now playing first team for Cavaliers, despite the likes of Richard King? We know it's hard to get out of the team. Do you see yourself playing first team football sometime from now?
Yes, of course.
How difficult will that be for you, though?
Can you repeat?
How difficult will that be for you?
It will be very difficult, but to put in the hard work.
Well said. I want to ask you a question. So I'm going to do some little trivial question, like challenges. Since you are a striker and now you're a defender, which one would you enjoy the most? Scoring the winning goal or defending and making a last-ditch tackle to win the game?
The last tackle.
Last tackle?
Yeah.
Why would you prefer the last tackle?
The last tackle does feel more memorable.
Yeah. So
to
you know
me.
To you. Oh. I know I know that you're a type of player like the last crunching tackle, get up and celebrate. And most defenders do. Because you're not the first defender I've asked that question, and most defenders have told me the same thing, that they would love to make that last ditch tackle to save the game. But you have done a lot of that so far this season, so for sure that's one to look at. Now, the World Cup is going on, and as youngsters, I know that you guys are watching the World Cup. How are you enjoying the World Cup so far, and which team do you support?
Well, the World Cup is very good for me because my team is in the finals.
Argentina?
Yes.
Why do you support Argentina?
Argentina. Because
Messi? How long have you been supporting Argentina?
From both. The one in time kick away penalty.
Kick away penalty?
Yeah.
Ooh, which one that?
The
same year when them go final?
No. Was it? Which one? It was the Corpa Cup or one of them cup there.
One of them cup there? Oh, on a Corpa. Okay, the Copa America. I think it's one of the Copa America. maybe that's a good time. So were you watching them in 20? You know when they went to finals, when Argentina went to finals.
Yeah.
Well, you were young then still, so because years ago that you know, so I assume that you were quite young at that point. But if maybe that has been good time period for supporting a team. That's long enough actually. That's definitely long enough. For sure. Now, when you started playing Manning Cup, how difficult did you find Manning Cup?
Very difficult because my body did small than this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I think I make the team.
Oh, so it was difficult for you.
Yeah.
So your first season, what was the most difficult game you have did you play? Most challenging game, if you can remember.
I think the game when we played against Pearson.
Huh?
KC game.
The KC game.
Yeah.
Or the first year. What made it that difficult for you?
Because we didn't have the type of keeper.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a good keeper. So I try best not to make no shot take. I heard from there.
Oh, say I try best, you know, no shot at all.
Yeah.
So you're good at hey, that's tough. Oh, you don't do that. If you don't make no shot at it. Alright, question. This season, as I said, it has been a good one for you. Which team we say that you have faced this season that you said that was a very, very tough team to play against and you really, really had to work your socks off in that game?
The KC game.
The KC game. It was tough.
Yeah.
Tough. Even especially when it went down to 10 players.
Yes.
Okay. Which player you have played against this season that you said, man, this player is a very good player and make it a tough task for you?
I'm Whisper. Because he's very fast.
Okay. Hard to keep up with.
What you say?
Hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
So but you guys kinda curve him a bit and keep
yeah,
it.
I'm trying to prevent him from shooting.
Try to prevent him from shooting. Okay. Well said. And that's quite nice to know because a lot of people are, you know, external factors regards to fans always saying this and saying that. It's good to hear from a player saying, hey, this man is really, really tough to play against. So you said that KC game would have been one of the toughest games that you have played this season solely because of the striking force that they had running at you guys. That's nice. So you wouldn't say the JC game was that tough. It wasn't that tough, but
it wasn't that tough, but it tough.
Okay, but it wasn't tough like when you were playing against KC.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe for you as a defender, I think that you would have been tough because the KC players were punching the ball in the channels, so you guys have to be really, really stretched and doing a lot of running. So that most definitely would be understandable. Did you guys, in regards to coaching, did you guys coach or were you guys coach for games like those that the team will be stretched going up against fast defenders? Did the coach really go into details with those type of games with you guys?
No.
Just training as regular.
Yeah, stick to the same passing and position.
Understood. Definitely understood. In regards to team that you guys play this season, which team you think you'd want to play again? You'd really, really want to play that team again, and why?
JC.
And why? Why would you want to play JC again? Unfinished business, I would say.
Yeah, and them good for playing.
Okay. There's a lot to learn playing against them, right?
Yeah.
And for some reason, I would expect that. You know the funny thing about it, I do believe that the entire Jamaica would love to see 2 games Jamaica would want to see. A CC versus KC game again. Jamaica would love to see that. And another JC STATHS game. Because for some reason, there's this boiling rivalry between JC and STATHS now. And it's been going on for a while now. And it is getting extremely interesting. So you were saying that JC, that team that you'd love to play again, is interesting. From your perspective, again in that JC team, Which one of those players they said, hey, this man is hard to play against, and you really really look at that player and said that is a player that I would love to play with. Nobody. You wouldn't like to be a defensive partner with Blake? I think that would be a very good defensive partner for you,
I would like to play him, yeah.
He's a really good player. In your team now, so far since you have been playing football, who you think is the best player that you have ever played with on your team?
For this season or overall?
Overall.
I'm falling brother Omar Lang, rest in peace.
I know Omar Lang is your friend, but good player though.
No, it's overall.
Overall? Okay. Understood. So you say Omar Lang would be ahead of Shaka?
Can't answer that question.
Because right now, we know Shaka supposed to watch. I say, hey. But this season, would you say that Shaka is one of the bright lights in your team? And what do you think about his contribution to your team this season?
Well, he did everything he can. Deep down, he wanted to win the Money Cup. Mm-hmm. But he didn't.
All right. And I do think he's a very good player. Another question someone asked in the comment section: which Lancaster Cup team would you love to play against?
Love to play against.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would want to try Clarendon College.
You don't want to play against Clarendon College? Why?
Because of them tactical plays.
Oh, the tactical prowess.
Yeah.
Oh, so what caught your eyes about really the tactical aspect of them, and what drive that interest in wanting to play against them?
The way them pass on the ball and movements,
mm-hmm.
On and off the ball.
Oh, you know that playing against them would be hard work, really really hard work.
Yeah. I kind of like hard work though.
Oh, you like the hard work part, and maybe improve on your concentration. You know, playing against those type of teams really make you a better player, because it would have pushed you to the limit and forced you to even go above and beyond. So that's very much an interesting, a very interesting answer, and for sure I would understand that for sure. Let me see. Another question. All right, so let's move away. In regards to your training, how do you approach your training? Is the case that you only go to training sessions and put in the work, or you have your special, as you said, timetable where you do your personal training in developing?
Don't have any personal training. Well, I'm just going to training like says how much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So question, what about your personal training? Is it that only match time or training time that you go to training, or do you have your separate training sessions?
No, I don't have any separate training sessions.
As a player, what do you think you can improve on? Which area of football you think you can improve on as you further your development in football in Jamaica, as you are right now?
Right now, to be more calm on the ball.
Hmm?
To be more calm on the ball.
Oh, that's something that you'd love to have.
Yeah.
The calmness. What do you think you can do to improve that, though?
Maybe like, for instance, somebody pass me the ball and make like an attacker, a press me or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And pick up and pass them.
How do you think you can improve that, though?
I don't really know how I'm going to to improve that.
I would understand. So you knew what you should do with that. Speak with the coach and said, Coach, this is an area that I believe is not my strongest. What can you do? What kind of training session independently can you do for me to develop that special skill set? Because there's quite a few criteria. What do you think as a defender is your best asset or your strongest point as a defender?
My awareness, reading the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
So which one of those, your awareness, reading the game, which one do you think help you the most at the time?
Reading the game.
Interesting. Is that a aspect of your game that you develop over the time period, or it was specifically trained in you?
Well, when I don't know if I should usually play forward,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm gonna play centre back, like I can literally like kind of know what the forward I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the, yeah.
And that's interesting. You know why? Because Van Dijk was a striker. A lot of people don't know that Van Dijk was a striker. So this could actually be one of the aspects why Van Dijk is so good defending against strikers, because he was a striker. Say no area, you would have an idea of what another striker would do. So that's actually a good point. That's very much a good point. Azar said, big up Azar said, which club team do you support? Overseas, probably in England, wherever.
Man City.
Man City? Ooh, which ball are you up on Man City? I can assume say De Bruyne. Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. You think you guys can get the title from Arsenal this season? Just saying Arsenal might win it. Just saying. Or you think you guys are going again and winning the title again?
Most likely can win the title, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But Arsenal are a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Can win the title. I think Man City can win the title this year.
Okay. Fair enough. This season you have come up against a lot of strikers. Other than Whisper, which one of the strikers you would say that is one of the toughest striker you have played in schoolboy football?
If I try to remember the striker them.
Mm-hmm. No problem, take your time, man.
Maybe Lynch. Yeah, because he's strong.
Physical, yeah, man. In physical, man, very, very strong. Lynch, you think you're right. You're right, because when I watch you guys, I realize that Lynch, he loves to throw his body around. So he get physical, he get close to defenders, and really, really physical. And that's interesting. That's interesting. I do think that most of the players would appreciate that. Now I know that the Manning Cup final. Which one of the wins this season would you record as your most memorable win? Your most memorable victory this season? And why?
The win against KC.
And why? Because of the nature, because of the players, or why would that win be so significant to you?
Because last season,
Mm-hmm.
the defeat was 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically retaliation.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I know I saw that you guys really, really celebrated that victory, a big celebration. But it is a part of the game. Most definitely. Do you watch any of the Dakar Cup? Because I know most of you players in the Manning Cup mostly focus on the Manning Cup. You watch any of the Dakar Cup?
No.
Interesting. Which player would you say that you find interesting to play with you from another school?
Like defensive wise or overall.
Overall, just one player that you think would be a great addition to your squad. I know that you have a squad and you know you love players, but you think that players are so good, you think that it'd be good to join the squad.
Only one player I can think about right now.
Huh?
Only one player I can think about right now.
Which player is that?
He play for York Castle.
York Castle?
Yeah.
York Castle, the number 10?
No, the number 9.
The number 9? Oh, interesting. Why? But when did you see him? Because you say you don't watch Dakar Squad. When did you see him? In the camp?
No, when I see him, no.
But you know him?
We used to play forward him. So
Oh.
I know him capable of.
Bad.
Yeah.
Is he a part of the under 17 right now? Training the guys?
No.
Interesting. You think he has the age to play?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Question. How was it? How did you feel when you get your call up that you're invited to come to the trials? What was the feeling like?
Well, everybody done have it up say like get called already, so you never have that.
Yeah, everybody know. Everybody say, boy, you know, so you get called up though and this and that. But how you feel knowing, say, boy, you know, so I like to get called up though. How you feel about that? You make you feel like you're a ball and you get extra bit of push?
Yeah, put me like to do my best when time get called.
Right? You feel like I hit this now, I make it.
No.
As I said, remain humble, right?
Yeah.
Remain humble.
Still have work for them.
Still have work for them.
Yeah.
That's good. Would you say that you're a person who consistently look to improve on yourself and improve on all aspects of your game?
Yes.
A lot of people are asking which club he play for. None he plays for Cavaliers. He plays for Cavaliers. So the thing about it, I love the fact that because you know there's a lot of players. As I said earlier, I said boy, invite players for interview, players turn me down as well. After matching as well. I love the fact that you are one of the players who are very, very humble. And do you think that your nature, your character is one of the reasons why you would have excelled so far in football? Just being humble and understanding and just working out. Do you think that those because of those characteristics that you have are the reason why you're excelling that much?
Yes. Yeah, very much.
Okay. Quite interesting. Now, someone asked me earlier and said, hey, one day if you want to leave STATHS. No. Beat the badge, touch your badge. So everybody who asks the question, no. Everybody who asks the question, no. Loyalty is with the badge. So, man say want to win the trophy with STATHS, you know, so loyalty remains with that badge. No, this season has been for sure an unexpected one for you guys. I want to ask, you know how media operates here, all these players who, teams that people favor the most. At the start of the season, knowing that you guys weren't the favorites and pulling through to come to even go into the finals, how did that really make you guys feel? And what the sense of fulfillment that did that give you guys?
It was a very good feeling because a coach always said that they never give enough TV match. So when time we get the chance, they show class, the talent.
And do you think that maybe it's a good thing that you guys came up as I won't even say the darkest because you guys have been doing so well. What's a good thing that you guys were just under the cost as hiding away and just performing till you reach it? What's a good thing? Or you guys have definitely wanted to be highlighted a bit more?
Was a good thing.
Now, knowing that you guys are so far now, will you be able to contain the highlight that you're likely to get next season?
Yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. As I said, still, no, you guys kind of went under the radar and definitely crowd come up. And with first TV match, everybody say, "Oh, whenever did I see them? What go on? What go on, yes, sir? What really go on?" It's because they were naturally favorites because the favorites would have been teams would have already won. Which is Casey would have really won the competition, and then JC. Well, I don't even think JC was one of the favorites, but it was more so Casey as the favorites. And then for you guys to really come up and just turn up and showcase what you can do. Now, a lot of people are asking, what impact does the coach have on this team since this coach came into the team, and what impact does this coach have on your life since you have been working with him?
Well, Coach Williams always push us to our best.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing I love about him. Always want the best for us.
So what impact did he have on your life? How has he been as a mentor, as a teacher, as a coach? How has he been to you? Was he like a father figure or anything? What was he like to you guys?
He was like a father figure to us and a mentor, yeah.
In regards to balancing school and work, was he the type of a coach that said, "Hey, you need to keep your grades at this level. You need to be working hard, not only football"? Was he that type of person?
Yeah, because he's one of my teachers.
So you know, if you come in class and sleep, that would be very, very difficult for you, right? You know, say I'll get extra schoolwork, and we know you wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Nicholas will say Casey and something to take up all of the TV matches, Casey and Mona. Were you substituted in the finals?
Yeah.
What happened?
Like the corner, first.
Mm-hmm.
I never really remember anything because they get a concussion.
Oh, okay, really?
Then somebody out for 3 minutes. So like when time we reach home, we have to watch out about like the match.
Mm-hmm.
So we could remember.
Oh, it was a boot to the face.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
word.
like when time
I'm here.
so like when time we shock at them, like when them the fix for, then they say like referee they say like Eddie got too low.
Got too low?
Yeah.
That makes sense because if it was your foot, maybe. So even if I had one side body part, but funny enough, if someone ever asked in the comment section, I would remember that you went down and had to come off. I didn't remember what So you came off. Oh, I understand. Definitely understand. So when you realized that the game was playing now without you, how did that make you feel?
I feel like if I did out there,
Mm-hmm.
would have a possible chance of winning.
Oh, and you know the funny thing about it, that same incident, when I do flashback now, that same incident review, a lot of people were saying that that's not a foul. A lot of people were saying that that's not a foul. And now that you have really opened up and said that now, it would have given me a different perspective of what happened. Because if you said that you don't even remember what happened because you're out for like 3 minutes, that really now shed some different light on the aspect. So glad to really know that information. So you have shed a lot of light on how things are so far. So definitely that's one to look at. But for sure. So for next season, when does next season training start for you guys?
I'm not sure. I think like January.
January? Full-fledged, yeah? Wow, January. That's the type of coach that Mr. Philip Williams is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, where did you guys camp?
Where we camp?
Mm-hmm.
I can't put that out there.
Oh, Philip Williams. All right, no problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. But it was an extended camp, right? And one in which you guys would have definitely worked hard. All right, so let's move away from that. Now, the under 17 commissioner come up now. You are one of the players that have been selected for trials. We will see how that go further from here. Now, what are you looking for to expect, or what are you expecting for this competition in the event that you are selected for the team? Just in the event that you're selected for the team, what are your expectations going into that competition?
Well, explore and develop to develop more things to my game. I'm hoping to qualify for the World Cup.
And qualifying for World Cup would have definitely been a big thing for you, right?
Yeah.
Well said. So Alex, definitely this has been really a good chat. Really a good chat. Hopefully going further from this, I think that you guys at some point in time, I think that you guys will hold on to one of those prestigious trophies. I do believe you guys would hold on to one of those prestigious trophies. And this most definitely has been a very interesting interview. What should people look out for Alex before? So in the closing statement, what should people look out for from Alexavier Gooden?
Well, more improvement, lot of hard work and determination and consistency.
All right, well said. It was very nice having you onto the program, Alex. And for sure, you have been one of the players that for a long time now, from under 16, may always a reason. And me know I go sometime MG sometime go predict against MG sometime kind of go harsh on, but I don't know, sir. It's no ill will, and you guys know for your facts, sir. I'm in 100% support of every one of the schoolboy football players. It doesn't matter which school you're playing for. You don't know that Alex a long time me a par.
Well, MG. Yeah. I kind of think I love STATHS more than the rest of school themselves.
hey, so me have some friends, right? Me have some friends, Alex, and me can't tell us. When I say that, no, me can't tell you. Them I got a confirmation that I just give them, you know. So boy, MG a long time, MG I bring stats, you know, where my hide. Same thing is said for CC, same thing is said for JC, same thing is said for Dintil. So MG I bring, these are the MG side. But for sure, I'm one who, when I understand what players are doing now, when I understand a team, I vote for the team. I mean, no, say, when I see quality, I can for sure put my 2 foot on the line that this here is quality. This team is quality. This team is quality. See that me know no. So the why I say that? So me have a analyst. He's a panelist. He's always on the panel. His name Shane Billings. For some reason, I say boy MG is a stats now. So people are asking me if me go stats. A lot of people ask me if I go stats. I say, no, me no go stats. But I say I go. So Alex, really appreciate you coming on. And your boss is secret. Your boss is secret, Alex. Your boss is secret. But for sure, I've been watching you guys from the start of the campaign. I mean, no say no good. From the start of the campaign, Alex. From the start of the campaign, I mean, no say no good. So there was nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide that, hey, STATHS is a good team. And when we say STATHS JC finals, the amount of people going to friends and say, no, that can't happen. That can't happen. And I say, all right, we will see. And so said, so done. Unfortunately, I had to predict against, you know, until next year. I think next year, we'll see how go next year. But next year might be full time. So, Alex, thank you very much for coming on to the program. Really humble. You're a humble young man. And I see great things for your future. As I said, two things, Alex, as I keep on saying to you, remain humble and stay focused on your schoolwork, because that is football. Every footballer is only one injury away from ending your career. So remain focused, Alex, and take your time out to your schoolwork as well, and keep working hard, and you will definitely 100% see the fruits of your hard work. And glad to have you on. And I'll see you again now, Alex. And for sure, I will have you on next time. Bless up, Alex. Big up.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
All right, people. Hey, Shane, relax now, man. Shane, relax now, Shane. Shane, about how the foolishness, man. Here, Shane. Shane, about how the foolishness, Shane. If I tell you, Shane, about how the foolishness. Me I go do. about a couple more minutes, me I go to people. Just maybe about 10 more minutes. Shane, want you jump on, or just the 10 more minutes? So, that was 10 more minutes. So Shane, jump on, man. Yeah, Nicholas now a bonfire now, no, man. Jump on. I just doing 10 more minutes. For the rest of the program. Just 10 more minutes. So people, that was Alexavier Gooden, stats number 4, stats captain, recently called up for the national under 17 team. He's training with them. Hopefully he can work hard and find himself on that selection and find himself on the final day making that starting 11. Karim Swart said, MG, if you can bring on Malachi Douglas next, for sure I will try. Well, Malachi I'm a baller, so hopefully Malachi will take the call. And I have also a few more interesting players coming on. Some players that me can tell you, you have never seen them done interview. Very, very interesting. And may I tell you people, I'll be doing some interview with these players. And the reason why I'm doing these interviews is because, as I stated, after a while, many of these players, you don't see or hear anything from them again after a time period. Shane, what go on, bro?
My day on MG, big up.
what kind of thing that you talk about the man?
Yeah, the man call you out, man. The man talk the truth. You never expect the man to talk the truth, though.
I never expect you to talk the truth.
Yeah, your defense starts to the ground. I tell you. the man for PA, the biggest stats advocate.
But for sure, them defending them come to fruition, and for sure it went through. It really, really went through. I see them play and I say,
solid team.
Solid team. And as me say, you hear him say, I just one play them I lose, because he said the entire team are the same team. I just one team. So people have now confirmed that Stats only added one player to their team, and this stat team that you saw is the same under the Coles team from last year, and they only added one player to the team, which is Satchwell. That is really good. That is really, really good, and that kind of sounds dangerous as well going to next season. That sounds dangerous as well. So Shane, what do you think about the interview? What do you think about the young man? I know he's not a person because this was actually his first official interview. So definitely, people think they expect to hear Peter Drury or what Daniel Oliver speak. No, people, man, are 16 years old actually, 16 years old, and he's on a big platform speaking with in front of thousands of people. His first official interview. It's not me that trained. I don't think we're expecting to see him speak like, as I said, Shakespeare. And he did exceptionally well in my point of view. What do you think, Shane?
Yeah, man. Again, that's a part of growth. He's growth and development. He's young. And what you're doing is giving him the necessary exposure to develop his prowess. And he can only get better from this experience. So,
and I think he did well.
Yeah, man. I think he represented himself well. He tried to answer the questions as best as possible. So kudos to the young man.
So well, people, I just want to hear Shane input. Cause I know say don't know me have to hear Shane input. Cause Shane I boss. So Shane, big up. Hopefully we can do a show. As I said, I'll be getting some high profile people on because I have a book of questionnaires of the ask the high profile people. So hopefully you guys will tune into that. Shane, I will link you one away because we're gonna do a high profile interview, and for sure I would want to have you on the program. Me don't know if you're gonna be available. I'm gonna tell you, and for sure. So I couldn't know from now people say there are some high profile interviews coming up, and Shane, who's a knowledgeable person, I would love for him to be here. Also, Daniel also linked me, so definitely Daniel as well would be on the floor for us. So maybe that time the people not gonna see who Shane face. If Shane not gonna show him face, I probably gonna ask a question in the background. But you don't know.
Me show my face.
Yeah, you don't have to wear no shirt and title. Me know your style. Shane, people, you see Shane, let me tell you. Well, Shane, yeah. So let me clear it up from now, people, before me go. So the video that you guys saw going viral. The individual reached out to me And he said it was a messy reverse pass. So it was a reverse pass, not necessarily a shot at goal. So he reached out to me and said he's clearing the ear because he knows that me post the video. So my clear ear said it was a reverse messy pass. And I'm not sure what going.
So MG, you think there's a possibility of you having a twin and you were separated?
No, he's not associated with MG Sports TV in any way. We distance ourselves from such unskillful behavior.
No, well, I didn't say it was associated with MG Sport. I'm asking you if there's a possibility that you have a twin and you were separated at birth.
I doubt it.
So I find the resemblance uncanny, to say the least.
I think so as well. There's quite a few people who look like me now. When I was young, they said, boy, I look like Steve Urkel. They said, I look like Mr. Beans. So I get Wolper look alike.
I'm pretty sure it was you, but hey, maybe it was a moment of temporary insanity and I got it wrong.
Hey, posting the video, I never really expect that much reaction. For sure. In minutes, the video fly away, so I never expect much reaction at all. I tell you the truth. Even Paul, I laugh.
May I try to be as articulate as possible. There are 2 words to describe that. Bug personified.
Alright, so people, if you want to know who MG is, that's me. Ask all the people who are close to me. That's me that. So when you see me come here and laugh, I know me I put on a show for you. I'm me that. That's me. Laugh, chat, and go out foolishness. I'm me that. You think that's a joke there? You answer when the camera half. Hey, I hope I quite a few ballers today. They laugh off of me, I see. They laugh off of me.
So MG, what you say you were a striker for Charlie Mount? That's what you said?
Yeah, I score a few goals still. I'm winger, more likely a winger. Yeah. So, I wasn't any prolific striker though. I don't tell people that. Maybe people know I wasn't prolific. I must about my best season. I must about 8 or 9 goals I scored. About. That's not bad still. That's not bad. At least that represents something.
I'm starting to wonder who you played against.
I know, funny enough, no, Shane. We came through the group that year, you know. Our team scored a total of roughly about 40 or 50 goals in the first round. We came second in the group. We won't lose too much against Olaba. We came through second in the group. So we did well. We actually did well. At one point, we were undefeated until we broke Olaba. But I'm playing my part. So me register quite. I register a whole assist store. Roughly about 11 or 12 assists. So me represent myself. So if me have 8 goals, 11 assists, a good contribution that's the shade. You don't think so?
Yeah, well, as I said, it depends on who you are playing against and the quality of those teams.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
I look beyond the surface.
All right, so big up, Shane. Massive respect for coming on. Really appreciate it. People in the comment section. That was a small interview with the young lad. He represented himself really, really well. A very well said interview. And
I want to note him say KC was the hardest match in play, sir.
He had it. He said it was difficult marking whisper. and that is really want to understand what is happening. And yesterday in the interview, he give us some insights in what really happening within the players themselves. And better believe it, all the players talk amongst each other. You all them talk amongst each other. Every single one of them know each other. You hear him say play with the striker at your castle. Striker at your castle. So you see, they all know each other. Them talk amongst themselves. They have them independent group where this a player that they play at night. And also them have MG Sports channel where they can come and sit down and lavish and cuss in a comment section each other. Say, hey, we're not dead and this and that. We're beating up and yeah, they have the platforms them. They have the platform. Not like in my time when I don't think we have a phone. I don't think we have a phone. Freely express. I think them the time they ping. Did that kick. Anyways,
before you cut though, one comment. I'm impressed that you have some youths that would have 2 more years potential to play Manning Cup that that would have made the all-man team, like Gooden
Yeah.
and Whisper.
Yeah.
Although they won't be playing again.
I think Blake can play next
Although
year.
yeah, so you have some man who have
Mm-hmm.
couple of years left and them depend the all-man team that
The
just
stats
show you the
keeper, 16,
quality.
you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So show you the quality. So just hope them get better, improve incrementally, and just get better. Because if they are this way now, we not expect them to be the same way next year.
Yeah.
Even though they make all money, but we just want to see them step up, and that will only benefit Jamaica at the end of the day. So yeah.
All right. Bless up, people. Big up Shane for coming on. People, massive respect. Please do smash the like button. And hopefully we can get one of those interviews again. And we'll see how best we can move forward. Massive respect. And people look out for some interesting players that come on. Look out for it. Hopefully they accept it. Because you know you have some of them who are very, very shy. Were really, really shy. And let me tell you people. You see that what the young man do a while ago? You know, easy. You know, easy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No people like comment section.
Nervous.
Yeah, what?
Yep. Yeah. Just if anybody in the comment section remember when you were in high school, if you're a older person,
mad,
and you had to stand up in front of the class,
all right,
and make a presentation or read or make a speech. I remember how nervous you were.
Yeah,
so,
shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And this is his first time, and this is even a bigger audience than a class. So you can understand, you know.
Your camera upon him.
He did well.
He did really, really well, man. Excellent job. Excellent job. Big up, people. Massive respect. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. You don't know, so we'll have to run some show tomorrow. Money, a World Cup will come up. Shane, who you carry? Finals, prediction.
You know the team I carry.
Make it see.
Argentina, you know, it's a hush.
Tomorrow evening, we'll do it. Tomorrow evening. I'm supposed to run a show tomorrow evening. So, most definitely. So, bless up, people. Bless up. Massive respect. See you guys again. We're out.